Today on Smart Sports, I'll be breaking down film on the Eagles defense. Let's get it. So, this is week 2 against the Minnesota Vikings. They are rushing 6. And the Vikings have 5 receivers. So, they are in man coverage for all of the 5 remaining secondary players. And on the left is number 18, Justin Jefferson, who had a phenomenal season. And it is not a very easy job for number 2, Darius Slay. Let's get into it. Let's watch the play. So right there, Darius Slay did what he needed to. Covered Justin Jefferson well. Jefferson probably got a little bit behind him, but because of the pressure, which was underthrown, and Darius Slay was in a perfect spot, so that's a good job by both ends. The pressure of getting pressure on Kirk Cousins to force an underthrow, and a good job by Darius Slay to stick with Justin Jefferson enough to be in the position to make a play on the football, and he was able to do that. Let's watch another play. So here was week 8 against the Steelers. So as you can see, the Eagles are in a standard cover 2 defense with 2 safeties. And look like the Steelers have 1 receiver on the left, 2 on the right, and a running back. And let's look at number 93, Javon Hargrave. Let's get into it. So right there, Javon Hargrave for the Eagles did a very important thing there. So for quarterback, for the Steelers, Kenny Pickett did not like what he saw, so he decided to scramble. But Javon Hargrave was able to get the sack. Instead of wearing a big line for a scramble, a lot of times if quarterbacks get past the D-line, they get big gains. But it's really important for D-lines to be able to get the quarterback down, and they were able to do that. If you can get pressure like that and prevent scrambling, then you can use your secondary to your advantage because you're forced to throw it. So yeah, good job by the Eagles D-line, especially Javon Hargrave on a play. Let's watch another play. So here's week 13 against the Tennessee Titans. So the Eagles are in a cover 1 defense. It's a running back and backfield for the Titans, which is Derrick Henry, one of the best running backs of the game. A receiver on the left, 2 on the right. And number 57 here, TJ Edwards, is in a pretty good spot to make a play on the ball. Let's watch him on this play. And now, let's watch the play. So on the play, Derrick Henry went towards the right, but TJ Edwards was right there to start the tackling process. And pretty soon after that, 2 more Eagles defenders were there to finally bring him down. Derrick Henry is not really a back that one guy can bring down. But just one guy usually can stiff arm him and at least push him halfway, if not throw him halfway to the ground. So a run defense against a back like Derrick Henry has to rally to the football, and they did just that. TJ Edwards started it, and then the Eagles defense just rallied to the football to bring him down. Let's watch another play. So here is week 17 against the New Orleans Saints. The Eagles are in a standard cover 2 defense with rushing 4. And the 3 corners actually right there, and the 2 linebackers will be playing in zone defenses. Meanwhile, the Saints have 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, and a linebacker in the backfield. Let's watch number 33, Josiah Scott. So that was a good job of really good zone coverage. So he played zone coverage in the middle of the field. So he kind of like shower towards the sideline. But he realized where the ball was coming, so he went deeper downfield to make a play with the football and get the interception. That is a good job by him to recognize where the ball is and making a play on it. And the cover 2 defense does seem to be working for them. A cover 2 defense to be successful is really relying on the corners and the linebackers to read where the ball is coming and make a play on it. And the guard was able to make the play on the ball and get the turnover for the Eagles. So that will do it for this NFL film analysis. So the Eagles defense can do a lot of things. As you have seen, their secondary is very good at getting takeaways, as well as the pass rush at getting sacks, and the run defense, pretty much all in all, the Philadelphia Eagles have a very dominating defense. And good luck to them in the Super Bowl. That's all. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Peace!